Thank you, Mr. Chair. I sort of cursed a member who asked if I would take over this committee for him while he thought he had a lot on his plate, meaning that it was on Fridays. And, on Fridays here in the legislature, sometimes we want to get home early. But I'm actually very honored to be here today to speak against this bill, because it wasn't really the questioning that really moved me a lot. It was listening to the speakers who came up and spoke. We had Florida. Florida came up and spoke against the bill. We had our firefighters. We had our teachers. We had our police. We had our state workers. Every aspect of Florida, the base of Florida, came up to speak against this bill. And what concerns me the most of this bill, what really I'm going to really think about at night and before I go to bed, is the recruitment for the future. The recruitment for the future. Sergeant Sam Goldstein in West Boca, I talk to him every few months. I run into him. I see him. His family is in law enforcement with the sheriff's office in Palm Beach County. His kids, I don't talk to his kids too much. I see Sergeant Sam. And there's something about a lot of firefighters, their families stay in the business of firefighting. A lot of teachers, their parents were teachers, their grandparents were teachers. Same with state workers. It's kind of like a recruitment within. How are we going to find, and how can Sergeant Sam Goldstein look at his kids and say, yeah, stay here, they take care of you, without going to another state? The retention. I talked about an OPAGA study. I got into a little bit of debate, and I was sorry about that, Chairman. I did not mean to do that, even though sometimes I do. There was an OPAGA study, I think it was in 2009, that talked about teachers and the retention of teachers. And one of the issues is pay in the future, and the future of the retirement system, I believe. Well, here we are, and the dean of the legislature of the 20th century, for the most part, Ron Silver, who probably his years in the legislature collectively is as much as almost everyone on this committee together. Close enough. And it was so eloquently said. I wanted to give a standing applause. It was been inappropriate when Rich Templin spoke. Wow, he hit every point on there. And I could go on, and I know I could. I know a lot of other people are going to want to say something, but Representative Watson, I heard what you said, and I respect you so much. I was ditto to what you said. Representative Taylor, I've served with you before. I love listening to what you have to say, but I'm going to add one more thing, and it's a quote. The quote is, I'll put this up here. The quote is, Florida's pension plan is on a sound actuarial basis and one of the best managed plans in the country. I'll say it again. Florida's pension plan is on a sound actuarial basis and one of the best managed plans in the country. Rick Scott, governor of the state of Florida. In the 2014-2015 It's Your Money tax cut budget. That's what he has to say about the pension plan. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here year after year, hurting the state of Florida? Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
You are very welcome. Representative Rangel.